even though they're more readily available, blasters are priced for the adult collector, $30. That's not an impulse buy for a parent. Speaking as a parent, you can't make an impulse buy of $30, especially if you have one boy, one girl, multiple. That's $60 out the door. I get jealous that you guys have the Panini stickers. That's not even a thing over here anymore. But something to at least entice them to, a buck or two for a pack, to where, oh, hey, I'm getting my favorite wrestlers. I want to buy more. Because you have to set that foundation, because that's how Pokemon is around. There's not blaster. I mean, there are collector tins, but there are packs of Pokemon, and the kids can get into who they want and who they like. And I don't think if we have that, we're going to be stagnant with the current collectors that we have, because you have to have, a budget to be able to buy a $30, $35 blaster.
I completely agree. And I actually had a conversation with Tony Villa at Wrestling Trading Cards. He basically bought a load of the Panini debut set from the UK to stock in his store, because he said, I can't sell retail packs and hobby boxes to the kids that are coming in the store. He said, I need something that will be supply for that. He said, we just don't have these in the US. And I think that's where the market is totally different for the UK and America. Like America, there has never been a child aim product of wrestling cards over, in the last 10, 15 years. Whereas over here in the UK, it has all been children's based, and we've not had the adult collecting cards over here. So, I mean, I think we have to. I think maybe not as much over here, but definitely in the US, where you've got a more captive market with wrestling in general and card collecting in general, And I don't know if it's the same in other sports. I don't really know around like baseball and basketball and NFL, but I'd imagine that baseball cards in themselves probably still have lots of retail and cheaper product, but wrestling we don't. So I totally agree. I think especially in the US, we need to have more child-friendly product in there for kids.
Dave?
I mean, it's hard to debate, isn't it? I mean, against at this point, I do find it weird that the UK has been evolved into this kind of hub of kids collecting for trading cards, because that's the market. They don't see the market as for adults. It's purely kids. I mean, if you look at Jamie gave the example of Panini debut edition, it was called, wasn't it? And then before that, but when we had Top Superstars. That was one of the last ones before it went. And we obviously had the stickers as well. There's always been this undertow within the UK with slam attacks, right? And we had Top Slam Attacks. One of the biggest sellers of trading cards over in the UK is still the Premier League, the soccer trading cards, right? Because they're regularly available, they're in the shops, they're reasonably cheap. The one point I would debate with Travis is about Pokemon cards, because I think they're overpriced for they're £4 a pack over here.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're like in the States, but
$5-6, kind of depending on, sometimes the older sets that they're trying to liquidate out, you can get for a $5 here or there.
I still find that crazy. Like if you were to go and buy one of those in a convenience store in the UK, you'd have a debate with the person behind the till saying, well, in our day, it was it was even like £1 to get a pack, not £4 now. Who's buying these? And it's the same. The thing is it was the same with Top Superstars and the same with Panini debut edition as well. So it's a weird one, because the business models are obviously very different between the US and the UK. Whether that will ever change, i.e. the US would learn from the UK side of let's bring it back to children a bit more, and the UK would more go to the other side of that of going, hang on a second, let's bring it to the adults a bit more. I think what I'm saying here is it's better if we had a balance, because there is obviously business to be done for both sides of the coin. And if ultimately speaking, the kids aren't actually buying the packs, are they? It's the adults are buying the packs for the kids. So the adults need to know what the worth of these cards are, and I think that's where the UK falls down a bit slightly, is that there's just no monetary value in trading cards unless you are a collector.
So I think for like my last 2 cents in this, then I don't think it's necessarily we need stuff for kids. Just that there are different side things here. Yes, maybe you want a cheaper set that isn't there for hobby collectors. But I think if you make an affordable one, which is on a slightly cheaper card stock, so that kids can just get them in their set, and there'll be no autos or relics in it, just something that kids can pass around the playground, just do on cheaper card stock, and I'm sure you're going to sell just as many as you could if you've done more hobby sort of quality stuff for adults. So I think there's room in the market for both, but it just needs to have Panini or Topps to actually double head and make it a worldwide product, not just a UK product or something like that. But yeah, definitely think there's growth in there for kids.
It'll be interesting to see what happens when we go back to Topps, because obviously it's going to happen, right? So when we go back to Topps, obviously we'll see the slam attacks over in the UK that they have got a lot more popular in recent years in America because of the backfill of the sales, and people love them in America now. So it'd be interesting to see if that happens. It'd be interested. Travis raised about the stickers. It'd be interesting to see about the stickers as well. I think time will tell, but we definitely need to change the model slightly, I think, and be more balanced. But I think we're all agree on the statement, though.
I think there's just one more quick key thing here as well, is that kids' attention span's a lot different to when we were kids. And I think kids do enjoy e-packs and rips of stuff like Top Slam and sort of these quick packs like Ultimate Team and stuff in FIFA. Like, that might be the way it does go a bit further. But again, it's a whole different topic altogether.